Happy Kelly here, and I'm going to show you how
Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and shock of shocks, horror of horrors, I am doing a gaming stream. I know it's been quite a long time since the last time I found some time to do it with my move and everything like that, but I'm here, found a couple extra hours free, and knew that I wanted to spend it with the amazing chat playing one of the greatest video games of all time, and I guess Biggles could tag along for the fun because, I guess I had to talk to somebody. So I am joined by Biggles Mets, but unfortunately, since I've switched to using whatchamacallit, OBS versus StreamYards, I don't have his clip ready to go. But I'm sure he could quote the whole clip for you if he feels so inclined. But hail Biggles, my friend. How is it going, man?
Hello. I've had sex before, but never with a real person. There you go.
There
I
we
didn't say
go.
Caroline, but still.
Hey, you got the gist across, but it's been a while, man. I haven't talked to you in months. I haven't seen you in even longer. It's sad, man. I feel like our relationship isn't as healthy as it used to be.
I know you left me for this place called Florida, and I'm offended.
You're
And
offended.
it hurts me on the inside.
Well, I'm always gonna be here for you, Biggles, even if I'm not there for you.
Oh, good. Good.
Well, and as always, we are joined by the chat, and Legatus Legionaris is here with us this evening. And yes, I am doing a surprise gaming stream. It is a shock and shock of horrors. Hail, my friend, great to have you here. And there'll probably be a death count. I die sometimes. I'm nowhere near as bad as Adam, but even with The Witcher 3 that I have well over 2,000 hours of gameplay in, even I die sometimes, usually because I misestimate my fall damage capacity. But we'll see how that goes. Unfortunately, when I booted up the game right now, there is a short update, so we're going to have to waffle for a few minutes until that comes through. But we've got Biggles here, and he can talk like a madman about nothing for minutes on end. So let's just turn the floor over to him. What have you been up to recently, Biggles?
Well, I just had a puppy today. It's
Ooh.
it's 1 pound, 1 ounce. It is like in between that like dark red that my normal dog is and the white color that the other one is. It's pretty dumb. Somehow there was only one puppy that was born. It can't figure out how to drink the mom's milk, so you have to like hold it there and like help it figure it out. It's not very bright. My niece wants to call it Dodo, as in a dodo bird, because it's not a very smart little puppy. Let's see. And then,
Dude, if you want to make me feel bad for leaving you, saying that you have a puppy is a good way to go about it. That'll make me feel bad.
yeah, I got a puppy to like deal with Jed leaving me. I wasn't able to handle it, so I had to get a puppy. Like we
An
didn't even know
emotional
the dog.
support animal.
Yeah, we didn't even know the dog was pregnant until like 2 days ago. And like 2 months ago, I was like, I think the dog is pregnant, is being a fucking needy bitch. And no one believed me, and now the dog is pregnant.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
It's just being a needy
dog.
bitch.
Yeah, fucking needy bitches, man. That's what my dog is.
Quite
I don't,
aptly.
I don't know how to deal with it. Um, let's see what else happened. Uh,
You came out as
I
gay. That's very progressive of you. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, that damn Ryan Cannell, as who calls him Cannell? Is that culture?
That's
Culture calls him Cannell.
yeah, a lot of people call him I've heard a few people call him Kindle with a D.
Kendall.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah. Anything but the truth is what's important.
Yeah. Basically, I've been getting my ass kicked at work because I'm doing all the fucking tax work. And
Mm-hmm.
then we had like some emergencies happen, and then I haven't been able to work my project. So I'm just like running around like a chicken with my head cut off. And then tomorrow they're like, we need you for another project. So I'm going to be like gathering up like probably 2,000 W-9s and fucking trying to send them out to where we need to go.
Jesus
Fucking
fuck.
yeah. So I'm running around like a crazy person. Don't even know what's going on. I kind of forgot to edit all my videos last week, so I only had one.
You forgot to edit your videos?
Yeah, man, I have one that's like I opened my my editor and it's
Mm-hmm.
like halfway done, and I was like, oh shit. And then MLB The Show came out, so I've been playing baseball, and they're like, "Oh, I need you to do this," and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm playing baseball," and I'd have to like run back and do stuff. I got a Steam Deck. Um,
Ooh, how's that?
it's pretty cool, but the one game I really wanted to play on it, for some reason, the second joystick doesn't work when I'm aiming, so I have to use the trackpad. So I'm like trying to aim with the trackpad, and I look fucking stupid trying to do it, and it's pretty funny to watch me try to play it with the trackpad.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I have the Canadian bear that's in most of my videos,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a clip that I was trying to rotate the joystick while the Canadian bear was in my arm, and everybody is making fun of me for it now that I deleted it off the internet.
Come on, you have a video of you jumping up, yelling feet, and falling against a wall, but you messing around with the joystick is enough that you have to delete from the internet. I'm disappointed. I'm
Yeah,
very.
it looks like I'm trying to fuck the Canadian bear. Okay, I don't want that on the internet.
I've got to see this clip now. You've opened a can of
No,
worms.
it's gone. I deleted it forever. So unless someone downloaded it, it's
The
gone.
internet is forever.
Yeah, but I don't know who has it downloaded. Everybody just took the clip from Twitch, and I was like, delete, because they were like, I'm going to show it to everyone, and I was like, fuck you guys, delete. Uh, and
I'm
then
sure
one person
somebody
saw it,
backed it
and
up.
someone saw it and started making fun of me, and I had to deal with all that, and I was like, you're lucky I can't murder you because I don't know where you are, stuff like that. All the weird jokes you make to your friends that can't or can be taken serious on the internet, and then you're like, oh shit, how did they end up underneath a tree? That was not me. I don't know what state they're in. Okay, and like just some random person was like, now I can frame this guy, and you're like, fuck, that kind of shit happens on the internet all the time.
I'll need to reach out to some of your regulars, see if they got any, because I could use some blackmail on you. I could definitely use some blackmail.
Yeah, well, just assume I've probably told someone to go themselves and said some mean stuff to any random person on the internet. It's just normal stuff I do.
It's very normal, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we've all done it at one point or another. I started playing Fortnite as soon as I moved over here to Florida and started hanging out with the Geeks and Gamers folks, and you can get a lot of trash talk in those lobbies.
I know I didn't want to be your friend after I saw you playing
Oh,
Fortnite.
I don't want to be my own friend after that. I'm incredibly embarrassed that I'm playing that fucking fat 10-year-old gay kids game.
Yeah, I know. It's like the game's Mustangs plays.
He only plays one game, really, and that's the
And it's
World at
Conan, right?
Warships or whatever. Now he's playing Conan, but the only
Yeah.
regular game he plays is World of Warships or Battleships or something like that. And
What?
is it World of Warships? I don't know. I've never played it, but he's always talking about how he's shit talking people in there.
Yeah, man, you gotta like think the battleship and all that fun shit.
Gotta sink the battleship.
Yeah.
Actual battleship would actually be fun compared. Like I don't get the appeal of that, but Mustang
Well, that's
also
because
likes Conan too, so.
that's because there's no story to it. You fucking killing
See,
shit.
that's where I'm at. Yeah, story is definitely, as we all know from the many discussions that we've had, that I value story above everything else. And yeah, there's no story in that. There's no story in Fortnite either. So what the fuck am I saying? I don't know what I think.
There is a story in Fortnite, but you gotta pay for it.
I'm not paying for that shit.
You want to know what's funny?
What?
I paid for it.
Okay, what is the story that I'm missing out on?
I don't know. I quit after 2 days and was like, "This is the dumbest fucking game ever." And I started yelling at my friend for making me buy it. And then a week later, they're like, "Battle Royale is free, so you don't have to pay for this game." And I was like, "I fucking hate you for making me pay for this game." And now it's free. And then we played it for like a day, and I was like, "This sucks. I hate it." And I haven't played Fortnite since like the first week it came out.
Yeah, I play it too much. I don't even play it just on stream anymore. That's how bad it is.
Oh my god, I should call you my nephew.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
It's very bad. I am ashamed of myself on a myriad of different levels.
You should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, I am. I'm ashamed of you right now. I don't even want to call you my friend. That's how bad it is.
I don't want to call me my friend either. So
You're
sad.
basically worse than Jeremy now.
I know. I play it
I'm
more
so
often than he
excited.
does now. That's when you know it's a problem. That's when you know there's an addiction going on.
I'm ashamed of you. So I tell people I'm ashamed of you without saying I know who you are.
Is it making the transition of my departure easier?
It is. Knowing that you are done, or you are playing whatever the fuck it's called. What is it called?
Fortnite?
That's what the fuck the game is called.
That's
It makes me feel better that it's gone, or that like you're gone.
okay. See, so at least there's some benefit coming out of my newfound addiction.
Yeah, I can. It's easier for me to say, "Oh, thank God he's gone." It's a Fortnite player now. What a what a word that will get you banned on YouTube.
What a word, what a word.
Exactly.
It's bad that I heard that word in your response because of how your mic crackled up.
Probably.
It was perfect. It was utterly perfect. We're just trying to waffle for another minute or two. The update's almost done, guys, so our incessant nonsense will cease shortly here. But Legatus, yeah, waffles. Waffles are good. I never liked making my own waffles, but for some reason I love like a hotel breakfast waffles, like not a bed and breakfast, but you know the normal ones with just simple complimentary breakfast. I don't know what they do for their waffle mix or their waffle makers, but those are crack on a plate. I fucking love those. I'll just eat that raw. No syrup, no butter. I just want to eat those waffles. It's weird, but I love it.
That sounds dirty. I just want to eat those waffles raw. Ah.
It sounds dirty.
Give me the waffles and give it to me raw.
Give it to me raw.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you followed Dermy Wormy, a member of the Legion of Memers, but he had a tweet today where he was talking to this trans woman that he's friends with, and they chat a lot, and there's definitely some sexual tension going on there. And she makes a tweet about, "Oh, you know I don't have a taco," you know, referring to, you know, what you think you're referring to. And he responds with, "Yeah, but you got a back taco."
Yeah, because everybody's got a butt, right? You just gotta go in.
Exactly. That man, I don't know what's his deal with Heron. Heron's sweet. I love Heron. Heron's great, but Dermy and Heron are going to be a couple by the end of the year. I place money on that.
I believe it.
I don't know why I started talking about that. Oh, you're talking about
You love him. You love Dermy Wormy. You want him to have your babies.
No, only one man gets that auspicious award.
Is that Adam?
No, it's not Adam.
Is it? Oh, it's what's his name? The one with the wife.
The one with the wife?
Yeah. Coach.
No, it's
his full name?
I don't even know what you're talking about at this point.
What's his full name? Your old roommate.
Oh, Isaac.
Isaac, yeah, Isaac. Isn't he coach?
He did that as a joke once, but yeah, no, it's not Isaac. It's Henry Cavill.
Oh,
I said
Well,
that
do
on
you know?
stream once. Is that not what you were referring to? I said on stream once that I would have Henry Cavill's babies, and Legion of Memers
Oh,
took that. And
well, everybody's supposed to give Henry Cavill their babies, right? It's for the survival of the human race or something like that.
is supposed to give them their babies?
Yeah, right. You're supposed to sacrifice your firstborn to Henry Cavill, and
I've
then you
not
bring,
heard that.
like, especially if it's a girl, because then you just get like more babies. You know,
I think I
like
missed a chapter in sex ed if that's the case.
no, it's not sex ed. It's just like the rules of the internet. Since he popped out that building a PC uh, video on YouTube.
Is that what did it?
Yeah, right. It was like now you must sacrifice your firstborn to Henry Cavill if it's a female.
If it's,
Right.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right? You're supposed to give them your children, and then when they turn 18, they're his.
I'm so confused, but
To save the world, you need more Henry Cavill babies. That's what it is.
is that what it is? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
the game is up. Let me capture the correct one and see if I can. There we go. I'm not sure why the sound isn't. It's not coming through on my end either, so it's not a setting thing. We'll give that a second. You probably won't be able to hear the sound at all, Biggles.
That's okay. I'll figure it out.
DJ Ronnie G is in the chat. Hail, my friend. Is that a new TARDIS? Yes, just temporarily. I needed to still have a TARDIS in my background because, you know, Doctor Who. And so this is my temporary setup as I'm currently moving to Florida and haven't been able to get my real TARDIS across country yet. But let's see if I can. Hopefully it's just an audio setting that I did at one point. Oh, TV speakers. What the hell?
Rumor has it that you stole Jeremy's credit card to buy that.
A rumor has it.
Yeah, rumor has it. I heard from a very reliable source.
Incredibly reliable, I'm sure. All right, let me just figure this out real fast.
Yeah, and I also heard he leaves his credit card around, so if you get his numbers, to send it to all your friends. That's also what I heard.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. Chad, if you could just bear with me for a moment. I'm not sure why the sound of the game isn't working. It's not even coming through to me, so just give me a second while I figure that out.
Uh-oh. I just want you to know I'm looking through my statements so I could like put payments down on something.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw one and it said $30 for this pizza place. This pizza place was ass. And I was very offended that I bought it. But someone was like, this pizza place is really good. And it was like ass. I hated it. I was like, I can't believe I spent $30 on that fucking pizza. Because we had like 4 people come over, so I bought 2 pies, and it was fucking ass, and I hated it. And I was offended that I even fucking bought it. It still brings back fucking memories, and I had to see that I paid for it. It's fucking. The only thing worse than that is waffling for like 4 hours. You know, just going on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
We'll get there at some point. All right. Can you talk again?
Yeah, I can talk as much as you want, you know, because I never shut the fuck up.
Okay, good.
Unless I'm like trying to figure stuff out, and then I'm so confused that I don't know the words that are coming out of my mouth next. And I'll just be like, yeah, no, where was I? What was I saying? Yeah, stuff like that. If that stuff happens.
Beautiful. All right. My microphone was picking up your sound, and I just wanted to check that it wasn't coming through on stream, but my filters canceling that out, so we're good. Let's see if I disable this. I'm having a real tough time right now. Let's see. Let me disable that, and that might jerry rig the sound of the game. Now I'm hearing myself. The hell? Can you hear an echo?
Can I hear an echo when you talk? No, I can't.
All right.
No.
All right. All right, it's gone now. Don't know what the hell that was, but it was just there for a second, so we're good. Nope, it's back.
Maybe it was a lot of drugs. Maybe you only have an echo, and you're just confused that you might be special
I
in
might just
like
be confused, but I'm gonna switch.
a special way, that kind of shit.
All right, now that I'm not using those big headphones, I can put on my real hat. This is not a great sign for my temporary streams or whatnot, or my impromptu stream. The fact that I'm having so many technical difficulties, but the sound of the game is back. So let me just full screen that again, and we should be off to the races. All right.
Yay, racist. That sounds racist.
It does. All right. I don't want display, and I want. There we go. All right.
Did you know what? Is it working? I don't hear any sound.
Well, you're not going to be able to hear it.
Hold on.
Yeah, you won't be able to hear the game at all, but the chat should be able to hear it now. Chat, let me know how the sound is going on your end. I'm going to put the master volume at that level, and oh, sound is way too loud. We're getting there, everybody. We're getting there.
Oh yeah, it sounds fine. I hear it. We're good. Cool. I was listening. I unmuted the stream and I kept hearing myself over and over again, so I shut the fuck up so I could hear the sound.
All right. Perfect. I think we're good. I have no idea where we left off because that was months ago. So we're gonna just have to. Oh, this little girl wants to talk to me. So we're gonna start out by talking to this little bitch. I mean, girl.
Oh no.
Oh
Fucking
no.
Little bitches. All they do is talk.
Of course I do.
Purchase? What the fuck is that? Oh, I know what that is. Okay.
Mommy always said.
Are you going to fight that little girl, or is she going to kick your ass?
No, she's giving me a doll or a picture because I saved her life.
Giving you a doll because you saved her life? I don't believe you saved her life.
Yep, I saved her from an evil witcher.
Be careful.
You probably stole her money and punched your mom in the face.
Her mom was dead by the time I got there, but I did absolutely loot her house for all it was worth. So I did steal her money, in fact.
I don't want to hear what you did to her dead mom, okay, Chad? That's inappropriate. This is a YouTube channel.
Sure. All right. Legatus Legionaris, how long will it take for your muscle memory to come back? It shouldn't take long since I have so much muscle memory, but I can't fight the sergeant for the Valen title yet until I finish Family Matters because the Baron has to be gone. And these are all in other portions of the map. So, yep, it looks like we're going to find Tamara. That's what we're going to do right now. And we need to go to Oxenford, the place of the most prestigious school in all of Velen. And I've already been there.
So, question. If you have to finish Family Matters before you can fight that guy, how many episodes in are you?
I'm 9 episodes in.
9 episodes in, so you've only seen Steve Urkel like 3 times?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I barely know who Steve Urkel is.
The Family Matters show, it was on before you were born. And it's where Steve Urkel was from.
I know what Steve Urkel looks like. I didn't know Family Matters was the name of his show.
Yeah. You know what? He wasn't originally going to be in it. I think he was in his first appearance was episode 3, and it was like, oh yeah, well your son can date my daughter, and like he never met Steve before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, Dad, why would you do that, right? And he wasn't in for another 3 episodes, and then he came back, and it felt like it was like all out of order because he knew who he was, like he knew Steve Urkel, and he knew like he was weird and all that. But it was that episode, like timeline took place before, like the whole first season's out of whack into like chronological order. It's not in that, so it's all sorts of fucked up. But yeah, Steve Urkel is in Family Matters, so that's why I asked how many episodes. I was trying to make a funny joke.
It went right over my head.
I forgot you're like 15 years old, so my bad. No, it's like my friends at work are like your age, and I forget that all the time. And I'm just like, I'll say something, and they'll be like, "What are you talking about?" I'll be like, "Oh, shit, I'm old." It hurts my feelings that you're so young.
You're not that much older. What are you, 30?
Who might you be?
No, I'm
My
older.
father send you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive.
Just rubbing it in.
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm
So
quite
hurtful.
alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait,
We've nothing more to talk
Do you
about.
find this woman attractive?
That looks like a guy.
got every right to be angry at your father, but he's worried about you.
At least this is a medieval story. It's
I
unlikely
have
to
a right
find a
be
woman
angry
packing heat.
kindly. So good to have the
Yeah.
approval of his hired thug. And my
That's
father
okay. I
worries
also think
only about
Mazza
what
looks
he
like a
gets
girl.
soused on next.
And he's got that lesbian haircut, so I can never tell the difference.
He's no saint.
I don't know. I never know whose side to take in this whole Baron situation. Yeah, he got drunk and hit his wife, which is horrific, but he cared about his kid enough to turn it from a botchling to a lubberkin.
Yeah, I don't know what that second thing means, but the wife definitely deserved it.
I'm not defending him.
No, well, him hitting her forced her to miscarry. At least that's what he thought. It turns out that she just hated him, so she went to some witches to get a concoction to miscarry on purpose.
Oh yeah, definitely. 'Cause she deserved it. He should have fucking threw her down the stairs.
Jesus fuck. I shouldn't let you on these streams.
That's how it started.
Well,
We were
duh.
alone, no one to
Who
help.
would
Blood
think that's a good
everywhere.
idea? What did I buy here for $52?
Must have
Oh
been
shit.
hard for you both.
I don't care. It's going
Craving
on.
was better this way, that she never wanted
I
the
know what that
child.
is. Fucking can't believe
Must
I
have
bought
had a
that
fever. She
shitty
was
fucking game. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child.
What the
Said
fuck
she'd
is
sooner
this
cut
place?
open her guts than bear another child. from her
Orlando.
seed.
Orlando?
This is from
Vortex said
the
someone
Orlando
wants to carry
trip,
off
so I'm
your
gonna
mother.
put these as
That is what
fucking
happened. It
on
was
there too.
enormous, twice the size of a bear, but much quicker and more agile. It grabbed Mum before we could react. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
Your mother's in Crookback Bog.
When the fuck
Seems
did I
quite
get
happy, actually,
McDonald's?
though I think she's not quite right in the head.
What?
Did we go to
She
McDonald's
lives.
in Orlando?
I must
Anybody
go there
know?
at once and get her out.
Oh, I didn't.
Wouldn't recommend venturing into the swamp.
I've
I
made
don't
my
know.
decision.
Too early.
Won't let anyone talk me out of it.
To McDonald's in Orlando.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize
This was
that
my
may not be
alcohol. I
that
know
easy.
that.
Don't worry, I'm not
This
daft
was
enough
me
to be
buying
working it
alcohol for
alone.
Charisse and
I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends.
or
They'll help
Suresh,
me.
sorry, and Ryan. This is what Jay made me buy the fucking Canadian bear. I'm putting that on an expense.
Heard of the Church
Yeah.
of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me
Jay was
contact
like,
the
our
daily
friendship
rituals.
depends on this.
Righteous,
I was like, okay.
brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room.
This is when we
So
went
you
for
believe in the
food.
eternal fire.
Once
I'm
the
like
heat
getting
of
all
the
these
fire has
memories,
set your
man.
heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down
Are
the
you going to
path
kill
of
that
truth
girl
for
yet?
the rest of your
Just
life.
fucking
I hope that
cha
you bless
right in
me
her
with its
heart.
warmth.
I'm not gonna hurt her. She's been through enough.
Thing is, fire's tricky.
You should
easy to get
hit her
burned.
and cause a miscarriage.
I really shouldn't let you on these streams.
Oh, him.
Why not?
I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life.
Oh yeah, this is when I went to Vegas with Jock Nerdy and
A witcher.
Lyndon, and I couldn't
Never thought the
fucking
Baron
walk,
would
so they
stoop
almost
to
had to
hiring
carry
a
me.
monster slayer. No, I hear you're good at tracking things down.
This place sucked.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter.
Oh, that was bad dialogue. What the hell was that?
I don't know. Stab her.
Where are you gonna
Stab
take
him.
her?
Tamara must rest.
What is that
She's had a
creature? I don't
harrowing
know what that is.
experience.
That looks like a fat guy.
When the warmth
It
of the
is.
fire
It's
has
just a
restored her strength,
Bill, the
she'll
fat
see
guy
about
steals
finding
money.
her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The eternal
steal
fire
his
is the
women.
best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
I feel bad for Tamara. She had a very abusive childhood, a horrible life, and then when she escapes, she decides to join a cult, and the cult wants her to venture into a swamp with them to kill some evil ancient witches that have a giant fiend at their beck and call. Like, she's fucked. So I'm gonna go with her to fight this fiend and the witches because I don't want Tamara to die.
Ah. Hit her first, and then she'll learn her lesson. Don't join cults. Oh, bam! Smack. She'll never do it again.
I gotta get
Gotta-
into some combat.
Yeah, with her. hit her with the silver sword.
Check if she's a
A
Doppler.
monster.
All right. This part, I'm really excited with the next gen release. I talked about it on an earlier stream, but there's this place, Crow's Perch, where the fast travel point is so far down the mountain that it takes forever to go up and down when you have to go there constantly. But in the next gen, at a certain point, you can actually unlock a second fast travel point up at the top of the mountain or the hill, and I can't wait to unlock it. It should be after I deal with this situation with the Baron's family, and that'll save so much time because right now I'm just literally running up the mountain for a few minutes, just like la-di-da-di-da, don't mind me. And yeah, that's the fast travel point. The signpost that's laying down, it'll get fixed in a little bit, hopefully. That way I don't have to fucking do this over and over and over again. All right. Oh, are you watching the stream as we go, or just on the Discord side?
I'm doing both. I'm like looking over, and then I'm also looking at my payments because I'm trying to get like the certain
Okay.
payments. And
Well, just because I've kind of changed up the way that I do these gaming streams, just like the way it looks versus, on OBS versus StreamYard, I'm going to have it that... this is going to sound really... during cutscenes, can we keep the conversation down so the chat can hear what's going on?
as long as you tell me there's a cutscene, because there's a 30-second delay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just let you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want
'Cause
to read...
I'm not watching it live now, so I can't shut the fuck up beforehand.
I'll just let you know. All right. Before we have this conversation, then, I want to... All right. So the Baron found a farewell letter from his wife before she took the baby, or took the daughter and left. All right. Cutscene.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, are called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Daya most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Dude, that is just such good dialogue. We get a little bit about the relationship with his daughter, his regret at his stillborn child's non-existent future. It's just some really solid dialogue. The Baron is one of my favorite stories in The Witcher 3 because of just how solid the dialogue is and the writing and the pure tragedy of he's a horrible, horrible man, but you can relate to him to a certain extent. And that's a beautiful thing is villains can be relatable. It's a complicated subject for woke people these days. It's like, oh, you relate or like this aspect of a villain story, you must think that they're a hero and you want to be just like them. No, of course not. You don't want to do a relatable villain every single time. That would get old. And he's not necessarily a villain, he's just a bad person. But when it's done right, it's so compelling. I mean, Thanos in Infinity War is a great example of it. Do I want to go wipe out half of the universe? No. And that's not what relating means, but I can relate to his motivation. Same thing with the Baron. He's a horrible, horrible man, but you can feel his emotions, and I think that's incredibly palpable.
Got some information about your family.
Yeah, what he said.
Something? Well, let's go
I like
inside.
evil
It's a bit
villains.
chilly
You know,
out.
I like when they murder people and kill stuff. I need a villain that just fucking goes off and kills everybody. Relatable fucking who cares?
Any news for me?
Just go murder everyone.
We're still in a
Badass.
cutscene, but chat is saying that they can't hear the game.
Right. In good health.
Let me
Uh,
let me check
wait,
that.
I heard it on my side when
Yeah,
what he said.
I just checked it on the YouTube side, and yeah, I can hear it there. So
Why haven't you
I don't
brought
know,
her back?
Legatus.
Never offered
Make
to
sure
do
your
that.
tab is muted for
How do
mute
you know
tab.
she's safe?
I mean, he can hear us.
I saw her. We talked.
I
She
don't
said
know.
I could tell you she's safe.
When will she come home?
Maybe it's too quiet, so we can barely hear it. Let me turn up the sound then.
I mean, I just turned on the YouTube and I heard it.
And that
All right,
she's
Maybe
not
you
cutscene.
got wax in your ears.
She's not to return. But I've prepared all for her. Her rooms await. I sent away for new Pantoblers from Toussaint. How can she not come back?
Sooner you accept this, the better. Face it, you haven't been the best father.
I have not, true. But I'd change. I'd be different. If only she'd return. If only they'd both come back. Maybe all is not yet lost. She's in Oxenfurt, you say? Well, maybe she hasn't left. Maybe she'll hear me out.
You can always try. Wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
I shall try. I must. Life is pointless without her and Anna. I've nothing to lose.
It's beautifully done.
What of my Annie? Learned anything?
We'll talk about her, don't worry. But right now, you'll tell me about Ciri, just like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given.
All right, there should be.
Ciri was on the mend. We took her out.
We
of
should
her
get
home.
some action in a moment here.
Galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
All right, and yeah, that's why I love The Witcher's ability to let the player make a lot of the decisions on
lass
how
of yours,
Geralt will interact.
Pure luck in the flesh.
Like,
To hunt down a wild boar that
Count.
size.
all right, they're talking
Right,
again.
Worthy of one of King Foltest's
Those fucking
feasts,
bastards.
where he's still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
She really learned it on the road
A
more
little
than
here, a
Kier
little
Moray.
there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you?
God, I
You a
love these sections
mercenary?
with Ciri. There's a reason she's my favorite character because, yeah, she just has this innate ability to relate to people around her post her character arc from the books. Initially in her character arc, she was just a spoiled bitch, but then she became something so much more, and people can find inspiration from her, and that's very important in this story. Just love the way she's interacting with these people and how she's garnered their respect. But even in these sections, just like I was mentioning earlier with the way that you can craft Geralt's responses to certain situations, I love that because it gets you involved in the story and the choices. You can be very stern with Geralt or more of a tough love when he's interacting with the Baron. And it all depends on your sentiment and how you relate or don't relate to the Baron's horrific deeds and horrific past. And same thing with Ciri. You can do stuff like that. And that's why I love The Witcher 3's writing and think it's the best video game out there because of how sound the writing is, at the same time drawing you in. Like having so many different options, all of which are well written and founded within the story, is insanely difficult. I can't imagine writing 20 different versions of the same story and all of them being very strong writing wise. It's impressive.
I just
All this
travel
time,
a
I
lot,
just thought she was your
and I
favorite
don't
character
always
because you
happen
think
upon
she saw
such
it.
good and civil
I
company.
actually try not to sexualize her.
Gift of the gab she's got. Here's to good company.
No, because in the books, I mean, we've known her since she was a kid, so it's more of like
This I
a little sister.
Drinks like a lad, knows her sword work, kills a
Yeah, I get
boar
it.
as if it were a piglet.
I was making a joke.
But I love Triss because I want to bend her over a table.
Alright. A woman could swing a
Yeah,
sword. I've
understandable.
known one. They've
You're a
never
redhead.
seen a lady
You're a
mount
redhead.
anything but a cock.
Together, you'll somehow make a redhead.
Gypsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account of
You're not watching the stream, but this guy just challenged Siri to a horse race. And he says, you know, you might be able to use a sword, but I've never seen a lady mount anything proper except a cock.
Black mare,
Uh-oh.
the one in the stable.
I love it.
Not proper, all tips in.
that
Okay,
won't do
yeah,
it
that's where I
all.
am.
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face.
Doesn't even know how to say
Too much
horse
of a
right.
coward to race a woman.
Dumbass.
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
So there's been actually some debate amongst the fandom of whether or not it's legitimate for Ciri to wager her sword in a situation like this for a simple horse race. And yes, at a certain extent, it is a very well-crafted sword that she will need on the road. Like, there's a practicality to it. But if you read the books, the way she got the sword is incredibly traumatic for her. So there is a degree of wanting to disassociate from that time in her past, because she got the sword. She was kidnapped by a mercenary named Bonnard, who took advantage of her in a lot of different ways. Not sexual, but like had her chained up, walking like a slave, and he forced her to fight in like fighting pits, like forced her to be a gladiator, basically. It's a really cool part of the books, but very traumatic. So he paid for this incredible sword so that she could win him a bunch of money in these fighting pits. So she doesn't necessarily like that she has the sword. That's kind of why Geralt gives her a new sword at the end too.
Had one just like it.
So does she lose the sword in this horse race? Because you suck at the game.
Well, you can lose or win the race depending on how well you play. I know how to horse race so well that there's not a chance that I'm gonna lose right now. But if you do lose, there is a plot reason, like something happens right at the end of the horse race that makes it so he doesn't want the sword anymore. Because I'm gonna save his life in a moment here, so even if I had lost, he wouldn't have taken the sword because I saved his life.
You're wind, not
Lame.
woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
Is this a forktail, I think, that's swooping in? Get a little action right now. See her witcheress skills. Oh no, it's a basilisk.
Chance to win.
All right, come on, game. Load. I want to fight this basilisk. We're what?
She screamed like a mad woman.
That doesn't
Whoa.
look like a
In an
basilisk,
instant,
man. A
all have
basilisk is a
forgotten the
fucking
wager.
snake thing.
It depends on the
Every man ran
franchise.
to
In
save
this
his
one,
skin, even
that's
were
what
it
they
to
look
break
like.
his neck.
Lame.
I gotta do more for the Baron before he gets me the fight.
Others were
Oh
not so
fuck! I forgot
fortunate.
about that. So no fight scene, guys. We're 45 minutes into the stream and I haven't fought anything yet. I know it's pissing me off too.
Nothing like this.
You're the worst streamer I've ever seen.
I know that look.
I know.
Next to
You're a
Jeremy.
fast learner.
Next to Jeremy. All right, as long as I get above that bar, I'm fine. All right, cutscene.
Got news of your wife.
Blowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she?
Oh, I'm gonna get it in a minute
Return with her.
because I have the information
She's
about
in
the wife.
Cutback Bog.
I'll get the cutscene with a
Got
fight
food,
in a moment
place
here.
to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did.
That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit. My opinion does not matter. I always choose this option.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Except when I'm doing an opposite playthrough. I've done that before.
Contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Now, this is something that Hollywood's tried to do for several years now. They're obsessed with the idea of gray morality being the constant in their universes, and they're just doing it so poorly that it's not compelling. But in the Witcher universe, it is absolutely a gray universe in terms of morality. Geralt does some pretty horrific things in terms of morality, but it's well written. So that's the difference here. I'm going to roll my eyes and get sick of Hollywood doing gray morality because they're consistently poor. So when I talk about that in a review, I'm specifically talking about the aspect of the poor writing and how constantly they're going to the well of gray morality. That's been a big thing in discussion recently over the last couple years, and this is just a prime example of how to do gray morality. It's so well done.
Sorry, but your life story, just not interested. This isn't a social call. I'm here on business.
Will you at least tell me how Anna wound up in that blasted bog?
Exactly, Legatus. That is the big difference between The Witcher and Conan, is the story aspect of it, which is why I'm not particularly interested in Conan. I've seen the streams, it seems like a fun game. It just doesn't necessarily appeal to me because of that lack of story, and that's what I'm interested in gaming. So I wouldn't review Conan because there's that heavy bias, and I want to be able to review it properly to a certain extent. So it's not made for me, and that's something I think a lot of gamers and just people in general need to start realizing in their criticism of things. Is maybe it doesn't appeal to you, maybe it's not made for you, and you can just move on. Like, I have zero interest in Apex Legends, for example. Absolutely no interest in that whatsoever. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a bad game just because I have no interest in it, whereas there are people who say, hey, this game has a story in it, therefore it's a bad game. No, just say, hey, it doesn't necessarily appeal to me. If you people like it, that's great. You guys have fun. I'm just going to sit over here and play Apex. That's fine. Just don't have a double standard for it and realize, maybe sometimes story is good, maybe sometimes it's not, depending on the game and the fan base involved. And yeah, the character interactions are beautiful.
Well, I think she might have lost her mind.
Fun fact.
Pact.
Apex does have
she was with a child she didn't want to bear.
Well, from my understanding, that story is pretty much all in like YouTube clips, not in the game itself.
Kinda, yeah. Basically, it's outside of the game, but it does have a story to it, and you can kind of see it in the game, but you don't really notice it without the cutscenes
and they kept their word
on the stuff
in their own twisted
on
way.
the YouTube shit.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind.
Oh, you're absolutely right, JB. I'm ashamed that I play Fortnite. You're absolutely right. I should not have any interest in Fortnite. So it's not a consistent deal on my preferences. And it's not necessarily consistent for everybody, but you're absolutely right. I shouldn't like Fortnite. I don't know why I'm having so much fun with it, because it does not appeal to me in normally what I go for in gaming, which is why it's just a matter of preferences. There's no objective value in differentiating different types of games in criticism. And that's all I was trying to say. But yeah, 99.99% of the time, I'm going to go for a heavy story game. Fortnite seems to be the sole exception, and I don't understand it. But it is a weird thing, JB. But you're absolutely right to call me on that.
On her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare. Sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is, JB, the camaraderie aspect with the G&G team. I probably wouldn't play it if I were on my own. So that's probably a good explanation for why. And it's not first person. Apex is first person. I hate first person with a passion. but I'm not going to rate it poorly because a game is first person. DJ Ronnie, yeah, how many franchises can you squeeze into Run? It's ridiculous how much they squeeze in there. It's impressive. I do have to respect them for it, but it's pretty insane. And Legatus, yeah, coming in there just with that. It's about bonding with the team. I think that's a very reasonable explanation and kind of gets me out from under the whole I'm playing Fortnite deal and the shame of that.
I still won't play it even for my friends. I don't even play it for my nephews. Tell them to go fuck up.
It's a dangerous place inherently.
Well, I don't tell my nephews they can eat a dick. I tell my friends they can go eat a dick, but I tell my nephews to go eat rocks.
Would you wait?
Go eat rocks?
Go eat rocks. Yep, that's what I tell
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father.
I tell them go eat rocks.
All right, cutscene.
His life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men.
I love that line. I'm a husband and a father who fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
All right, here comes the action scene with the basilisk. Here we go.
Now, what did I last?
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
See, I was right. It was a basilisk. For The Witcher, I can identify monsters pretty well. Normally, I can't, but I play this game enough that I can start identifying monsters on sight. All right, here we go. Come on. Fight scene. Here we come.
Right in front of us. I thought we'd breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
I love gallows humor like that. Thinking you're about to die and still making jokes about it. It's something that I feel like I'm so sarcastic. I feel like I would do that. All right, where are you at? There you are. With Ciri, I don't have any ranged weapon, so I have to wait for it to land. Fuck. Fuck, keep coming. What is going on? Oh, it's definitely Basilisk. It's spitting poison.
Maybe deserve it to spit poison at you.
Alright.
It looks like a wyvern.
Oh, wyverns look a little bit different. They're smaller. Fucking hell, there's wolves now? That's not normal.
You're good, scrub.
There we go. All right, we made it. No deaths. Wait, what? Is that a death? They just played the death sound effect. I fucking died. I thought it was fading into the cutscene. Fuck. I got wrecked. Yep. All right. I was dropping frame rates pretty bad in there. I can't imagine what it looked like for the chat if I was dropping frame rates. So I'm going to mess with the settings real fast before we jump back into that combat.
Wish you weren't so bad.
You know, I wish it too.
So I hear this Jed guy is complete shit at video games when I'm around.
It is absolutely when you're around. When I solo stream, zero issues. Zero issues. Just want to say, fuck you. Just putting that out there.
I get it. Usually you see my face and you're just like, oh, I can't focus. Look at that face, right? Because that's what the effect I have on most people. They either love my face or they hate it, you know? And they get so distracted that they can't fucking play video games.
Makes sense.
That's why when I do the...
There we go.
What the fuck am I trying to say? That's why when I do the streams with Ryan and people are like, what's your opinion on this, Biggles? I go, I have no opinion. I'm just here to do the eye candy.
Alright. I'm gonna have to take care of this warg. Because I think that's what killed me before. And the nice thing about Ciri is, unlike Geralt, she has a healing factor. Where, so Geralt has to eat food to replenish his health bar, but Ciri doesn't. So if I get in trouble, I just need to back off for a moment. And Legatus, yeah, it was weird. It was glitching out pretty bad, but after I changed the settings, it looked like it's working much better here. So I should be all right this time now that I've changed those settings. It was smoother, wasn't glitching out, so I should be able to win this time. I got to take care of that warg first, though. It jumps in there, and they can deal a ton of damage, so I'm going to try to hit the warg first. All right, where's the wolf? Here it is. There we go. All right, the wolf's dead. All right, we're doing much better now. The sound attacks are pretty bad. All right, come on, come on. I got this. Come at me, bro. Come on. I need a fucking ranged weapon for flying beasts. There we go. Fading into cutscene, no death sound, we're good. We beat this fucking lizard bird. It's pretty impressive that Ciri is able to beat this thing. It's not a silver sword that she has. Alright, now I just gotta climb the tower. But it will go back to Geralt for a moment.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
I'll be right back.
Alright. I'm pretty sure it goes back to Geralt for a moment after this cutscene. No, I guess not.
Bring it on, horse! Come here!
That is fucking badass. I love that moment. Teleport a little bit, and she risks her life to save the Baron there, because whenever she uses her abilities, the Wild Hunt can track her. That's why she leaves soon after this, so she's risking the Wild Hunt finding her to save his life.
Back.
You need to watch the stream. It should be at the point right now where she kills the Basilisk. Moment's so fucking badass.
I'm just looking at Ciri right now. It was her backside. Like above her butt. It was nothing special.
Alright. JB, you looked at the system requirements for Fortnite. Minimum requirement of potato, recommended 3 potatoes. Yeah, just a few extra potatoes will give it that extra kick. Just like vodka.
Have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
What's going on with their hair?
You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
And you?
Yeah,
Where do you
she's
think
seeing
you're
how
going?
much slaughter happens when the
Now,
Wild Hunt
I
just
ride for
passes
Novigrad.
through.
And then who knows where.
I've got a question for you. So there's something that I've always found like cheesy and a little bit awkward is whenever in movies or games they use the word power. I always preferred like ability, like in superpower setting. Like if superpower, like a Thor uses his lightning and he says, "I've used the power." I always found that as cheesy and like just in casual conversations, like I shouldn't have used my abilities as more grounded. Like in the conversation she just had, she said it was foolish of me to use the power. I find that as a little cheesy, but if she had said it was foolish of me to use my abilities, I find that a little bit more sound. Is that just me, or is that something that you feel?
It's just bad dialogue, right?
No, a lot of people do it, and it's considered like power. I don't think is necessarily a bad antonym. I think it might be personal, but
I just think it's bad dialogue because
still in Novigrad.
you could use way better words and like,
Now you've
oh,
learned
I
what you
shouldn't have
wanted
used
to
my
know.
power of
You must be
lightning.
in a
I'm
hurry.
Thor. You know, like
But if you could,
I shouldn't have fried that guy.
Spit it out.
Right?
I want to go.
I shouldn't have fried that guy.
Free her.
Yeah,
Bring her
like-
back.
Hold on, I
I
have to
don't
go
believe
grab
she's
another
there
piece of
willingly.
paper. I'll be right back.
Must have not
Alright.
heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
I always like to go. Ramps up his
Extra coin never
story.
hurt.
Don't want to skip
True
that.
indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
This is important. Look at this little bastard.
There you are.
That is one ugly motherfucker.
We was never here.
It looks like you. Just kidding. It looks more like Jeremy.
What was that?
It really
tell
looks
me.
more like Jeremy, actually.
Man or monster? My men.
You got a
call him
legion of
Uma
memer
and
the
say
shit
he's
out
a
of that
beast, but he
Biggles.
seems a man to me. Just hideous as
And then I have to go
shit.
into my editor and start doing all this editing work.
It's
Doesn't
Baby
look like a
Yoda on a
monster.
bender.
But my medallion's
That's
trembling.
great.
Strange.
I think it kind of looks like
Where did you find him?
baby
Funny story,
Jabba the Hutt
actually.
from the Clone Wars
Won it
movie.
in a game of cards.
I'm sorry.
Funny story. How so?
I went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresons blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of
Pretty
story.
important. Important for later. It's called Chekhov's dialogue.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter.
All right. I think Downwarren should be
good
my
father
next
to us.
stop. to help the Baron out with his venture against the crones, but I might be able to do the Fists of Velen with the Sergeant now that the Baron's out of Crow's Perch. I think I should be able to finish that quest, and since I'm right here, I might as well do it if that is the case, because he left the Sergeant in charge, and that's when the Sergeant can fight, is when he's in charge. So let's see.
I'm afraid to pick up this pen and start writing.
Plowing hangover.
Which was on me yesterday.
All right, can I fix? He's still working on it. Come on.
Let's give Crow Perch a wide
He's
berth.
still working on it. Oh, God. Gotta get him to finish that goddamn signpost. All right.
Merciful ladies.
All right, Sergeant. Are you ready to fight?
First the armies passed.
I'm ready.
Beautiful. I can finish this quest. All right. There's no story in it, so I'm skipping the dialogue. It's literally just, hey, you want to fight? Yeah, let's fight. How much money do you want to bet? Here, I'm going to bet this much, so.
Come to Daddy.
And at the end, he says, all right, come to Daddy.
Nice. Kinky.
Or come for Daddy. The fistfight mechanics in The Witcher aren't great. As much as I love this game, I do have to criticize that because I can beat people 4 times my level in a fistfight because of how predictable the mechanics for it are. Like, NPCs, they only ever do hard attacks. They never do fast attacks. So if you see them winding up, it opens them up, and you can do a fast attack.
Are you wearing underwear on the outside of your pants?
The fuck did you just say?
Said, are you wearing underwear on the outside of your pants?
Oh, no, they're like leggings.
You're wearing a diaper, I get it.
No, it's like overalls that you would wear if you're a blacksmith. Oh, he's got a bulge.
What a fight! Let
Stop
it be
checking
known
out
by
his dick,
one and
man.
all that the Witcher is
Normalize the bulge. You seen that?
If you've not had
No.
your fill, you'll find worthy
You probably
pugilists
don't
elsewhere.
want to.
Plenty of them in Novigrad.
You gotta remember, I don't
Plenty
pay
of the
attention to a lot of shit. Like, people are like, did you watch this? I was like, no, fuck, why would I? And people are like, it's the greatest thing.
Don't give cock that no ban.
That's me. And I've probably never seen it, heard of it, or even know what it is.
It's TikTok.
Oh, yep, sorry. Just stay off that. I'm not like...
Oh, I don't actually watch it on TikTok, but it ends up elsewhere. All right, I'm going to Crookback Bog by way of Downwarren, and God help me, the next time I come here, this signpost better be fixed, or I'm gonna blow a gasket running down this mountain. Bulge back better, JP. Holy fuck. That's great.
Pam param, pam pam param, pam param. Well, Mayfless, move it.
Geralt, I think that's right for everything.
I think a smudger might have been choking me last night.
Alright, let me just sell anything that I've got real fast. Conan Exiles style. He's only got 600 orens, so he won't be able to buy a whole lot from me. So level 18. Okay, so I got a new set of armor ready to go at the drop of a hat. How much food do I have? I got plenty of food, and I'm gonna sell this little girl's painting or drawing that she gave me for 1 oren. That's how much it's worth to me. So bitch, I know you drew that for me because I saved your life, but it ain't shit. I don't want to really give up any more of the crafting supplies, especially if they're master items or magic items. That should be good for right now. I'll just buy some onions and some water.
Onions, are they like ogres?
You know, I barely watched that for the first time a while back. Or again, I watched it a long time ago, but I rewatched it recently, so I actually get that reference now.
Yeah, I know you hated Shrek, but I just watched him today with my niece while
How
we were
about a
waiting
few
for my
rounds of cards?
parents with the puppy.
Gwent
It
specifically.
was bad. Jeremy hyped up Shrek 2, and so I watched it with the girls, and I didn't care for it, and that really made him sad.
I like Shrek too.
It's fine. It's whatever. All right. I don't need to
I
play
think it's
Gwent, but
because
I fucking
I
love
like-
Gwent.
I like talking animals, so it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I absolutely don't need to be playing Gwent right now, but Gwent is like my favorite part of The Witcher. It's weird, but yeah. Gameplay-wise, of course, the story comes first, as always, but I get a kick out of playing this game. I got to teach Biggles how to play it, and at the next meetup when we see each other, I'm going to play it with him.
With the cards, or do I have to like get the?
No, we'll play with the actual cards if I can get them in time. I got to teach you, though. All right, got my spies out of the way. Ooh, I got another decor, so I can steal his spy. Back just like I did before, and play it. Ooh, and I got another spy. I am fucking loaded. I got 14 cards right now. Now, the question is, he's Northern Realms, so he probably doesn't have a whole lot of combat fighters, not like the monster deck, so I could use my Biting Frost to get him down to, what would that be, 6, and then I play the 8, and I'll be at 12 cards. There is a mobile game version of it, JB, but it's awful. It's terrible. I hate the mobile game with a passion. It is nothing like this. It's vast. It's a completely different game, just with Gwent slapped on it. You know what? I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently, too. Actually, no, I'm just going to do it like this. That way I win the first round, and I'm going to automatically lose the second round. So he has to play some cards, and I don't have to spend any cards. And then I'll front load the shit out of the third round to smack his ass. Good strategy. Knocking out his one card. The smartest way he could have played that second round. What he doesn't know is that I've got 2 Commander's Horns, which will double 2 of my rows. Which
Doesn't
means...
that get rid of their front line or whatever from the last time I watched you play this?
No, that would be Biting Frost that would get rid of their front line. But a Commander's Horn, whatever row you apply it to, it doubles the number of that line in value. I'll do it in a second here. But if you've got 2, 3 Commander's Horns, it's very difficult to lose, even with average cards. And right now, I don't want to play any super high cards, because if I have anything that goes higher than a 9, a Scorch will knock those out if he's got a Scorch. So I'm using his cards to prevent me from getting damaged by a Scorch. Doing a little protection work right there. Impenetrable Fog. Perfect. I'm alright with that. It can protect those guys till I got my Clear Weather. He's got 5 cards left. Yeah, he still might have a Scorch, so don't want to do anything too drastic till he gets lower. And I don't have a choice. I gotta play these cards here. Still not 9s yet, so we're good. Alright, I'm gonna have to risk it and get a 9, so if we get damaged at this point, we'll equally get damaged. So mitigating the risk as much as I can. Torrential Rain, beautiful. You're protecting my cards even more now. But I am way more vulnerable to a Scorch if he's got it. So kind of a trade-off. But I've got this in the bag. With the Clear Weather and these 2 cards left, there's no way I can lose at this point, pretty much. Gonna risk it with the 12s. And he's passed, so no scorch cards to worry about. And gonna double that row to 82 and clear weather to get my ranged and siege weapons released. And I beat him by 125. See? I'm too good at that. I know that's probably boring for the chat, but I fucking love Gwent. Oh god, I love Gwent. Alright. And I cleared all the question marks besides that one, which I can't access till later. And then these were a bitch. These were all level 35 some odd, and I'm only level 17 right now, so they were difficult, but I got rid of them. So this map is done, so all I can do right now is quests. And I'm almost done with Velen quests. This should be my last set of Velen quests before I head into the city of Novigrad. Going to Novigrad.
Witch hunters. They hang too. Why the devil are there witch hunters here to start with? They didn't ride from Novigrad to hang 2 blob tits, did they?
No, it's kind of my fault that witch hunters are there, but I'm not going to say anything.
Geralt! Good, you've arrived.
It's your fault. I'm not
Can't
there.
draw any meaning
Yeah,
from this
well, I
fellow's
told
ball.
them
Perhaps
where
they'll talk some sense
the
after
Baron's
a few
wife was,
lashes.
and so they're
Well,
after her.
Spit it out. Where'd they go?
Nice.
To the village in the swamp, my lord. Lass rode with him, asking after her mother, Constant.
Nice little detail, that guy's missing his ear. I was there when he cut it off.
Sure you were.
Agreed.
Yeah, he gave me the ear, in fact. I helped save his village from a cursed tree. Actually, I don't want Roach. Never mind, fuck off, Roach. And move faster, Baron. Move fucking faster.
Pox-ridden air promotes brain rot in the peasants. Crowns, fuck me. What will these hayseeds think of next?
I've
Crones
met the
exist.
crones.
You'll know that soon enough.
Right. More likely some mad old wenches making mincemeat of peasant minds. Likely Anna agreed to stay with them. Care for them out of the kindness of her heart.
I love that dialogue. It's a bunch of old ladies turning the peasants' brains into mincemeat. Alright, move faster, you fuckers. My walk shouldn't be faster than you guys. Like, I'm outpacing them without even using the sprint mechanic. JB, did he sell his ear for $1? I mean, it was a pretty valuable exchange. I saved his town from a cursed tree, but... sell my ear for $1. Alright, we've got some drowners coming up here, so we'll have a little bit of combat. And they're all, of course, surrounding me. There we go. Now those other guys are actually helping. Come on.
I've heard these guys before.
Yep, these are drowners. They're just naked lizard men who like to drown people, hence the name.
They kind of remind me of Ivan.
Even
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's about. Yeah, drowners aren't too difficult. They're the mincemeat opponents.
Aye, haven't seen that many all at once in a while. We shouldn't have come here.
I needed chicken leg to get my health up a little bit because one of them did nick me in the narce.
That fair talking? Through you?
Alright, fuck you guys. I am just running ahead. It'll trigger the cutscene when I get there. DJ Ronnie G, later Gators. I must enter a tunnel, of course, for home. Alright, take it easy, man. Thanks for being here. Alright, ooh. We have actually got some rot beans here now. Fuck. These fuckers, they blow up when they die, so... Oh, and there's a hag over there, too. Alright, take care, Legatus. Too many streams? Is, Adam streaming now? If I can just get one of these roach fiends to die, the explosion should hit. Oh, he's too far away. Do more damage to the enemies.
Ryan's live, Teresa's live, Nina's live, you're live.
That is a lot of people.
I don't know if you know 97 Drive, but he's live. That's just on YouTube for the people I follow. Now if I go to my other account, which apparently I don't follow some of the same people. That's it, I know all those people.
Oh, I won't be going for much longer. We're playing Fortnite tonight at some point, so I'll be jumping on that.
Oh, you poor bastard, I'm so sorry.
I know, it's so awful. I hate it.
Bloody hell. What the...
Water hags.
Where's a horror like that come from?
A wench that's had too much hooch turns into that. Next time you think to give a woman booze, don't.
Adam, Jeremy, and I got a Facebook auction I'm attending.
Oh, very nice. No.
Or is it a pot book auction? I don't know.
But I don't know if you heard it, but one of the henchmen just goes, that water hag, that's what happens when women drink too much beer or too much alcohol. So that's why you should never let women drink. I love it.
Why are you here?
Tell you later.
It's based. It's a true thing for mythology, making up nonsense to affect the world. Just some drowners, but we got a fiend coming after we take care of these drowners, and that's gonna be a bitch. Fiends are massive. Antlered monsters. Oh yeah, Grump's playing Fortnite tonight too.
Maybe, maybe not.
As long as you're not auctioning off Jeremy, we should be alright, Legatus.
Don't think you have anything
We should
to
auction
fear. Brought your new friends with
Jeremy
you.
right now.
I have no
Let's do
fear,
it.
for the eternal fire protects me.
Do I hear
Won't need to protect you
$2?
from
$2 per Jeremy. Where we?
Tomorrow,
Do we have a bid?
dear
Any bidders?
daughter,
Any bidders? Bidders.
You return
Going
after
once.
all.
Going
Come,
twice.
Don't deny
Three
me
sold
this
to Jet for
price.
$5.
Heron would be the only
I've
one
come
who
for
would
Mother.
pay for
Unlike
that.
you, I'll not see her rot in this swamp.
What
You
the
now
hell do you
own
think
Jeremy
I'm
Wendy
here
for
to
$5.
take
There
her
you go.
home?
Oh, you'll do no such
Tell him
thing.
it's binding.
You'll not lay
Legally
a finger on her.
binding.
Never. I'll not let you.
You've a right to be cross. I was not the best husband, the best father.
I love that story, JB. We talked about it a little bit earlier today on the round table. The headline of a TSA agent punches woman in the balls.
Yeah, that's so funny. Woman
Your
got punched
business.
in her
I
balls,
refuse
and I
to
was like,
meddle.
no,
Rightly so.
women don't have
Verily I
balls.
say unto you that ire and vehemence can lead to naught but one's downfall.
Hey,
Who the
cutscene.
bloody hell is this?
And who are you to ask so crudely?
This is my commander.
And that should be of no concern to a drunken swine.
Tamara, you stand with their kind now. Perhaps you'd have them torture and hang your own father.
You're not my father, and I care not a bit what befalls you.
Ooh, savage.
Mind you, we've a matter to resolve here. Witcher, will you help us?
Wouldn't be here if I wasn't willing.
I've lost 5 men and have little notion of what else to expect in this cursed place.
No time to lose. Crones could return any minute.
Ha! How do you know they're not here already?
'Cause we're still alive.
Search the village!
Alright, here comes the fiend. Well, not through the door, obviously. It's way too big, but this cutscene. That was a terrible stance. It's a nice little detail, how inexperienced these guys are. Alright, take care, JB. Thanks for being here. I'll probably go give him crap in a little bit too.
At least he's not playing Fortnite.
Yeah, he's playing Conan. He's lost his life to Conan just like Az.
Yeah, blame him.
Oi! Get back, stinky head. Gingerbread loaf, freshly
This is
baked
the
and
Baron's
hot.
wife. She's fucking bonkers.
There, clean as a whistle, fresh as a daisy.
Go on. Whip me. I made it too little. I nibbled it, but just to see if it's firm. But it's fresh. So take pity.
Oh, Mother.
Take pity.
It was really depressing. Pretty depressing.
But I pleaded. I begged.
Mother, it's me. Do you recognize me? What's happened to her?
I said I'd do it all. Give it here. I'll scrub it again. Scrub it clean.
Mother!
Alright, that's the sound of the
Something's
fiend.
coming.
Finally.
Get ready.
Is it going to beat you?
What was that?
Wolves, perhaps.
Didn't sound.
No, I can handle a fiend, especially
Because
with
it
all these
wasn't.
people helping.
Get ready.
They shall kill me. Kill
See,
you,
there's this
kill
ring
all.
of smoke appearing around the town. We can't escape. Alright, we get some drowners. It's a little prep meal. And then, yep, that's the crones we're hearing. Yep, the crones are pissed that we've invaded their home, so they're sending monsters to take care of us, because they don't actually care enough to come themselves. If they came themselves, we'd be fucked. Fucked in the nose ring by a whore.
I don't know, man. I think we could,
We do kill 2 of them by the end of the game. Alright, come on. We got these guys. These NPCs are not very helpful at all. Which makes sense in the lore, but it still would be nice. They're just a bunch of zealots. And there we go. There's the fiend. Do you see how big that fucker is?
It doesn't look very good to me.
Fucking knocked me on my ass.
Oh,
Wanna
that
get...
guy. Yeah, that guy's pretty good.
Want to take out this water hag before I take on the fiend, though. Don't want her throwing dirt in my ass when I'm working on the fiend. Alright, here we go.
You're throwing dirt inside your ass.
It throws it. Alright, fuck. It got in my head, so now I can't see very well. It's got some telepathy abilities. Or something. And I can't lock on.
You'll spoil our feast.
Fuck. There we go. Oh, fuck. 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 It got me. It got me good.
Oh, fucking kill it. It's good. Stop being a bad. You're better to me.
Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. Back away, back away. Alright, I survived. I'm not dead yet.
On my screen, it looks like you're getting your ass fucked.
I'm at full health.
No, that's not what it says.
You're just behind. I'm at full health right now.
The muscle, the sinews, the fat.
There we go. Got the fiend down.
What was that?
Looked a fiend to me.
Good eye.
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close. Sent the beast for Anna.
Those damned witches! When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied?
Nope.
Enough.
Once they have a slave,
I'm
they'll
taking
never
her
let
away.
go.
She's my wife. She'll return home with me. You're welcome to come with us if you wish.
Don't touch her. We leave this cursed place now.
She's sick, weakened. Where would you take her in this state? Oxenfurt? It would mean her death.
I know how to care for my mother.
She's not a rag doll to be ripped from hand to hand. Let her decide.
Pretty reasonable for a cult member.
Pie for dinner. Mud pie.
She's incapable of deciding
She's eating
anything
mud
just
right now.
A dark spell. It must be. Help her, Witcher. I beg you.
Dark spell.
This
Not
is
likely.
no dark spell, I'm afraid.
Well, what is it then?
She's been through a lot. Lost a child, was carried off by a fiend, lived in the crone's village taking care of children who are now gone. It's left its mark, as it would on anyone.
So it's hopeless. You can't help her. She's to be like this.
I'm sorry.
I know a hermit, a very wise man with a gift for healing. Met him some time past. Lives in the Blue Mountains. I shall take her there.
In the far
Might be
blue
worth a shot.
mountains.
I shall go with you.
That's impossible, sadly.
Why?
You have duties. Duties deriving from your commitment to the Church of the Eternal Fire. Once we finish our work in Velen, we return to Oxenfurt.
You said you'd save my mother.
And I kept my word. Your father can care for her now.
He care? You know him. You know what he did to her.
He swears to be a changed man. And in his eyes I see true sorrow. Remorse for his sins. He will care for her. And
I
you've
tried to
new
make a
life
payment
and new
on
duties.
fucking GameStop,
the
and it
eternal
said
fire.
my address is not in the
Fear
United
not.
States of America.
All will be well.
I
will
don't
not
understand.
touch drink. I will find the hermit. And once she is herself again, we will find you.
Swear it.
You have my word, child.
Such a good little character arc for the Baron through this story. That's why I love his section. Most of it's side quests. There are quite a bit of it that are side quests that aren't necessary. But everyone should play these side quests because it's some of the best writing in this game. Alright, come on. Come on. Come on. It's not playing the cutscene. It's stuck. What is it doing? Come on.
I don't know. It looks like a yellow screen on mine.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna skip the cutscene. It's literally just Dandelion, his narration from 50 years in the future. Well, I guess 30 years in the future, where he explains, hey, they kind of lived as happily ever after as they could. The daughter, she worked for the Eternal Fire. Not a whole lot of information that we didn't know, but Dandelion recaps kind of at the end of a story arc and lets you know what happens after it's done, so that's all that we just missed.
Thank
Sounds
you,
kinky.
Witcher. Despite
Dandelion is a
May the
pretty
eternal
kinky man.
fire guide and protect you.
Farewell.
And yes,
I hear you wanted to have your babies as well.
I want-
Henry Cavill.
I don't want Dandelion's babies.
You sure?
I'm not so sure.
I'm pretty
Could do
sure.
nothing more.
Alright, quest wise. I got nope villain. Nope villain. Nope villain. I am heading to Novigrad. I'm heading to Novigrad now for the first time. I will enter Novigrad through the Glory Gate. And look for Triss at her
Could
home.
the Witcher? We'll deal
If
with the
she can be
witches.
helped,
Then we'll come for you.
a
Don't
learned
worry.
sage will know how.
Perhaps you're
Let's
right.
go. Novigrad is one of the greatest cities in fantasy gaming, and I cannot wait to enter her. I'm not sure how much longer we'll go with Fortnite, probably starting in a little bit, and Adam streaming, I don't necessarily want to double up with him for much longer if I can help it. So we'll get to Triss's house and see where we end up from there.
Kinky.
Hello, long ears.
Triss
Pay
is
the
pretty
tax.
kinky. I'll get kinky with her. Hey.
Now on.
Hey, it's the TSA coming after this man. I want to...
I'm talking
Think I
about
don't know you as the only terror you are.
Greetings, Witcher.
Go back and right in the furrows.
The elf just snapped at me. I'm trying to help you from the TSA agents. But
Sheath your sword.
I like elves more than I do taxation, so I'm gonna...
Piece of filth.
Punch the elf in the balls. And then kill the tax man.
I'm killing the taxman.
And then punch the elf in the balls.
It's not exactly a mechanic.
Oh, try harder.
Alright, this other guard's jumping in. I don't necessarily want to kill him, but he's defending the taxmen, so...
Stupid guard.
Ooh. Solid. That is it. The IRS has been defeated. You want to say you're welcome, elf? You want to say it? Or are you going to snap at me again?
Witcher.
Fuck you. I just saved you from getting taxed. You won't let me hit him? That's...
Elven blood,
I literally just killed a couple guards outside, and this guy's like, hey, I think I know you. Yeah, I just murdered some of your friends 10 feet away.
I'll need you to pay up front, surely.
You've definitely seen me before.
You're dandy. I'll need you to pay up front.
Oh, fuck you, Strumpet. I'm not paying up front. Yeah, that lady took one look at me and's like, ooh, you're definitely gonna pay up front. Do I have a thieving face? Someone who looks like he'd play GTA, knock the hooker off an edge of a building so he doesn't have to pay?
No, you just kill him afterwards with the baseball bat, and then you're so nice you only take like 75% of the money.
Alright.
You ever notice that in GTA? That you don't get all the money back when you kill it?
I know. Kill it?
Yeah, when you kill the hooker, you know? They're not people.
I don't know why these bandits are fighting each other back here, but I want to smash a couple thugs.
Mistake.
No! Smash his face!
Time to end this.
Stop walking into his soul!
Nice. Ooh, that was a double strike. Cut off his head and cut off his torso in one swing. Two different guys. That there was pretty. Got a pretty mouth. Alright, I don't know what they were doing back here, but I've stopped it. Sheriff Geralt has stopped the bandits.
And for you? No.
Let me just trigger this side quest real fast. It's way too high level for me to actually do, but I want to have it in my quest list.
Of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey, a vat gun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
Vat gun.
Joking. Silver blades. Who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long.
40 and a half.
Alright, I gotta get out of here, Jed.
Alright.
An expert, evidently.
Sorry I wasn't able to be the sex appeal for the stream, chat. He doesn't like us anymore with the stream yards.
Yeah, couldn't have you distracting from me. My hair.
Yeah, I couldn't be the pure sex appeal as you guys wanted. So I'll leave you in his capable hands.
Beautiful. I appreciate you for stopping by. Always fun to hang out and pimp your wares, sir.
Yeah, so I do stuff on YouTube at this website right here. Go there. That's me.
That's you.
That's not the funny thing is it's not the same one that I use for everything. It's the one I make content on.
You got the two biggles.
And I need to go make some content because I've been fucking playing too much show, and then tax season is kicking my ass, and then we had a puppy and all that fun stuff.
I feel that. I'm at a point where I barely make a video a week. Usually every 2 weeks. It's bad, man. It's bad. I feel you.
You're going to have to get rid of Fortnite, and you can do 100 videos a week.
I'll have to keep that in mind. Well, thanks for stopping by again, mate. You're always welcome here.
All right. I'll catch you later, man.
Take care.
Hattori, former master swordsmith, currently a master of dumplings.
Geralt of Rivia.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
I'm looking for a swordsmith.
Looking for a good sword.
He's got an eye for swords, so I kind of know that he likes swords. it's a quest that I won't deal with for a long time, so no point in watching the whole thing.
Thank you. Damn shame you don't make them anymore.
This might...
I want to go see Triss.
Tried negotiating
with Van.
I see.
So yeah, he's not making swords anymore because the gangs of Novigrad have monopolized the weapons trade, the armory trade, so he can't get the supplies, but he's trying to make a deal with one of the gangs.
Yes, it's just...
It takes... It's a good quest, but it's a side quest that we won't get to for a long time, so there's no point. It's level like 26 or something, I think. I just want it in the quest menu so I can go do it again once I am ready.
No loitering round here.
Alright, Triss' house is 60 feet away, or meters, or whatever the fuck they use. I don't actually know what metric of distance they use.
Captured and displayed in a sideshow.
Alright, we're gonna get a cutscene right here. Let's get some Salem witch trials up in this bitch.
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you, like the others of your species.
Yeah, he's a Doppler. Shapeshifter.
Help me, kind folk, please.
It's terrifying.
A Doppler.
Yeah, the Church of the Eternal Fire is only in the games, as far as I'm aware. I don't think it's in the books. If it is, it's only briefly mentioned. Like, it's not prominent at all. And the games make it into such a terrifying and realistic force, because there are cults and religious movements like this that exist through history. I love the Church of the Eternal Flame. Very scary antagonists. They're more influencing the plot in The Witcher 1 versus this one, but they still definitely have a big impact on this story. I don't want to do that, actually. Alright. Quest. I'm still doing the main quest, so. Here's a Novigrad. Come on. Come on. Pop up, pop up. There we go. Contract. Haunted house. We'll get to that later. Contract imp. We'll get to that later. Contract monster in the bits. We'll get to that later. We'll do all those after we get to the initial part with Triss, so we don't accidentally trigger that cutscene anywhere. But I just want to see if I can craft any potions real fast. Let's see. I can do a Maribor Forest. Accelerate. Might as well, since I got everything I need for it. Quest. I don't need a short lore. And decoctions. Oh, that would have been useful 10 minutes ago. Fiend decoction, but I'll have it for future.
So long.
Nothing I really need. So, let's go see Triss's house. But she's not here, unfortunately, which is disappointing because I want to see some fine Triss ass.
Want you gone by the time I count to 3. 1.
Hear that?
2.
Ooh, looky. Thinks he can scare us off.
3.
Well, I'm a witcher, so yeah.
That's it. Me.
And I just need to draw my sword and they freak out.
Calm now. We'll split it. Plenty here for everyone.
I'm not a thief. Looking for the sorceress who lived here.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Someone's got to know more.
I'd look for her in a putrid grove.
It's a beautiful name.
Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you gotta get there through the sewers, but you gotta enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all of that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
Alright, I think we'll go to the 2-hour mark, so about another 15 minutes. By that point, I should be able to find the Putrid Grove, so that'll be a good closing point.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad.
It's a very charismatic villain, manga.
You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you
That's
only
because
cared
the
about
truth is
monsters.
revealed.
And
Geralt
bats sense
is
moths,
really Batman.
So I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
I haven't done anything wrong.
But you will. Sooner or later, your sort always causes trouble. And this city's mine to protect. Mine and the eternal fires.
You know, Geralt doesn't really want to be here a second more than he needs to be, so not a great threat.
One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
I gotta get some better armor. God, I look like a hobo right now. I gotta level up so I can use that armor that I have in my inventory. But until then, could use a rune stone. What else does Yennefer have hanging about? I already have the Conjunction of the Spheres book. Iron ore, very nice, very nice. Ooh. I'll take it all, actually. Let's see if those new trousers are an upgrade. Nope. They're significantly worse. Alright, definitely not using them. Let's go see if I can find the Putrid Grove. Now, the best way to go about it isn't actually following a thief. It's easy enough, it just takes some time. The easiest way is convincing a psychotic beggar who's completely out of his mind to tell you where it's at. It's the fastest thing to do. It is difficult, though, because you gotta choose the right words.
I've been robbed! Thief!
Alright. He should be up. Where is that guy? There he is. I'm gonna talk to this fella and convince him to lead me to the Grove.
Spare a copper or two.
Alright, this is very, very specific dialogue I have to choose to get him to do it.
Both legs in perfect order. And me arms, look, like a windmill's wings. There. See me waving them? Looky here. Just look. And my mind, thorough addled.
Been like this long? Addled?
Can't go right to the point. Gotta small talk a little bit.
Here's where it's addled. There. Showing you with me finger. See that? Me indicating.
At least he knows he's insane. A little bit of self-awareness goes a long way.
Healthy as a horse as far as I can tell.
Priests of look, medics, herbalists. All claimed I'm bewildered.
Well, they're wrong.
That's little either way. Folk are generous to me. They enjoy watching me point. Like this. There. There.
He's not even pointing. I love this guy.
You're happy. That's what counts.
I am. When folk ask me the way, I like that most, because I can point, like this. There. Ah.
He's
'cause
still
I know
not
my way around the
pointing.
city. Oh, do I ever.
So you gotta know where the Putrid Grove is, right?
Most certainly do. It's where I live. Over the, there. There. That way.
That away. Meaning where?
In Lace Halls. There's this alley, past the gate. Not at all putrid and not a grove. Fools call it that, but I know better.
And anyone can go there?
Of course. Unless he forgets to say the old sow's farrowed piglets might not let you in then, but that's easy enough to say. Listen, the old sow's farrowed piglets.
If I followed a thief, I wouldn't know the password. I might have to pay my way in. So yeah, this beggar is definitely the way to go. Just small talk him first. That's all you need to do. Small talk him first. And he'll give you what you need. It's a lot easier. Quicker, not easier. Alright. Let's see this king of beggars. Ornate in rags. Decrying the state of the poor.
What do you seek, pain giver?
Open up. Who are you and what do you want?
Can't you tell? I'm ugly.
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it, gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
I tiptoe through the tulips?
Old sows.
I wonder where they got that from.
Ah. Welcome to the Grove, brother.
Alright. First thing I want to do is talk to the merchant that's just around the corner before I go see the King of Beggars, because the merchant has several Gwent cards that I'm going to need for my collection, and a great deal of other good stuff, but he's locked away behind the gate, so this is the first time I get to trade out a little bit. And the Gwent cards I gotta play him for, but before I do that, let's see, 100, no, my saddlebags are much better than that right now, so I'll just sell a few things. I could always use the extra pocket change. Do I have any booze? Nope, good. Ooh, I gotta go to the bank to exchange all this other currency and convert it into orens, and I can do that now that I'm in Novigrad. Beautiful. That's good enough. Now let me get them Gwent cards. Remember this guy being pretty average at Gwent. Nothing special, not terrible, so I should be able to beat him pretty soundly with the deck that I have right now. But let's see how it goes. Alright. I want to keep that, so I'm going to risk that. Ooh, this is not a good hand. We're not off to a good start. The spy is the only thing of value that I have, and didn't get another spy, so I should still be able to do it, especially with the Biting Frost versus the monster deck, but it's not going to be pretty. Not going to be pretty at all. I'm going to give him the first round. Hopefully he'll expend enough cards to even the scales a little bit. A 6, that's a pretty good level card. Alright. I'm still ahead card-wise, and there's a spy in my discard deck that I might be able to resurrect. I hate the monster deck's ability to leave a card on the table. But since he took that away, it seems like he intends to let me win. Nope, definitely not intending to let me win. Not with a card like that. This might be the difficult one where we put all the cards on the deck. Because I don't have a choice. Oh, well then why the hell did you play that good of a card if you didn't intend to actually... Oh, because it only cost 1 and he got 4 out of it. Alright, that was actually pretty smart of him. But I need to get 7 more. Damn it. I definitely not going to use my Biting Frost yet. Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. And if I use a 5... Oh, this is not going to be pretty. Not going to be pretty at all. But if I add that in there, take it away, that would be 9, 18. I need to get at least, so... This sucks. I'm using way too many cards to win this round, but I can save that guy. God, and I'm coming in on the back foot for the third round. This will be tough. But luckily, I have my built-in Commander's Horn for the siege weapons, and I got a spy. Very, very nice. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Yes. All right, Roach, lead the charge. See, that's why I saved my Biting Frost, because monster decks are always heavily loaded and heavily effective at the combat level. I don't have any ranged weapons, so I don't care that he put that out there. It's all good, baby. All good, baby. Ooh, it's still gonna be close. Even with cards I have, it'll be tough. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I don't know if I can win this one. This is gonna be bad. It's gonna be very, very bad. Alright. Should be safe from any Scorch cards. I don't think I'm gonna win this. It'll be so close, so close. Come on, come on. Oh! Oh! Just 3 points. 3 fucking points. I did not think I was gonna come out on top of that one. Alright. Siege tower. Ooh, ooh, that is what I want, is another siege tower. Improve my deck a little bit. I'll get rid of... I want to keep some close combat fellas, and I got 2 of them, so I'll... Actually, no, why am I getting rid of Vess? I'll get rid of Siegfried, because Siegfried is not as pleasing to behold as... Actually, no, not Kira. Is that Kira who I want? No, Vess. I'm going to keep Vess and get rid of Kira. There we go. Vess is much more pleasing. But, yeah.
Thank you, my lord.
What the?
Miracle you've worked. I'd like to repay you.
Good, sir. Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed on a whim, but positively indispensable.
They won't listen, my lord.
Eat at the
They're scared of
Kingfisher.
anger.
You're sorted for at least 2 days.
Please
Just
convey
gotta
that
adjust
if
the
any of them should
position where they
fall ill,
toss the
he can stick his
leftovers.
head in the flames of the eternal fire. Now, permit me some rest.
Alright, that's a fun little interaction. But
That's a pretty necklace.
we'll get through this cutscene, and then we'll call it. Say hi to Triss real fast.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
God, I love
See
Triss.
you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cozy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
Well, you're the leader of the place. What do you want to call it?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
There's
For a
still
man
no
who
garden
shakes down
or
beggars and
grove.
thieves for tribute. You're quite the romantic.
Garden
You
of
say
Liberty.
tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher?
Semantics.
I've got plans.
It's all
Big
semantics.
Plans, far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, 'cause it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural.
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time.
Dude,
For now,
that
I'll
that
leave you two
dialogue
alone.
was beautiful, and it's an actual interesting debate that they just had. A lot of movies
Geralt, I have a
and
lot of
TV
things to
shows
take care
currently
of in town.
introduce cool concepts,
glad
but
to
never
tag along.
actually have any real thoughts on them. And of course, no conclusion was come to in that discussion between the King of Beggars and Geralt, but enough was said back and forth that it leaves the audience to think
What's
and
your
question.
arrangement?
It's very, very
Helping
well
me to
done.
survive,
And
right?
on that point,
6
we
months.
will call it a night. Just want to save the game real fast. I know that was a pretty short stream, but 2 hours, pretty solid number. So should be all right. Let me switch back over. So again, a little short, but we had some fun. Got to hang out for a little bit. Thank you all for coming in the chat. JB, Biggles, of course, for joining the stream as always. DJ Ronnie G, and everybody else, Legatus Legionnaire, the ever faithful and present mod. I will see you guys all on the next stream at some point. I don't know the next time I'll be able to find time to do this, but we'll do it again at some point, and I will see you guys all in the future, probably streaming Fortnite later on tonight. So if you want to check that out, definitely come back to my channel once I figure out what time that'll be. But until then, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next stream. Anon.